and let's give the people the opportunity to create direct booking pages, but not just a direct booking page. If you look at, let's call it just the competition in general, you can have a direct booking page, but the challenge of leveraging that booking page. For example, let's say you have a property in Destin and you have your direct booking page. Everybody can have a direct booking page. Well, what happens when there's an event there? Well, you want to maybe do like a 10-day exclusive opportunity to get a discount. So you book it. Hey, the art festival is coming in October. Book ahead, and I'll give you a 10% discount. You can clone our booking page as many times as you want and then reuse those booking page and call them event pages and present those opportunities to people to leverage the bookings that you have in a given month, year, quarter or year. So that's direct booking pages. Then it's SMS marketing. The best relationships we have, we communicate via text. SMS marketing allows you to develop, cultivate, build relationships, and grow them via text. So you can do that in a lot of ways. Bill has some strategies. I know you have some strategies, but either way, it's how do you grow your relationships with people via text directly? Because the number of and percentage of people that open their text is mind-boggling. It's 96, 98%. So something to say. Email marketing, lots of strategies around that. Bill has one in particular that really works well called the 200-day rebook strategy. Someone checks out, automatically puts them into a 200-day sequence to ask them to rebook on that property. That has been working tremendously. We're seeing, I mean, we have, you and you saw each other at Bill's STR Wealth Conference. I mean, 50, 60 of our subscribers coming by saying we started with no direct bookings. We're starting to see 20, 30, 40% direct bookings as a result of that alone.
Yeah.
And
And
then
I
finally,
wanted to emphasize real quick, that is
yeah,
one of the main reasons why I wanted to kind of put a pin in that, guys. If you're multitasking, come back to me. This is important. Even if you are able to get 10% direct bookings, that is great. Then we want to ramp that up. And it's going to take some time to get there, but you want to start to see your business shift from just relying heavily on the Airbnbs, that's making their own rules, or on the Verbos that's making their own rules that may not be in the best interest of you or your clientele. So a 20, 30, 40% direct booking is just like a dream.
mm.
And this is why Scott is here today. I don't mean to interrupt you, Scott. Please feel free to proceed.
No, but you're right on that. Like, think what happened before Airbnb and VRBO. Essentially, everybody had 100% direct bookings. Like, what did people own vacation rental properties more than 10 years ago? And they had to rent them. They had to get a profit. What did they do? They worked hard and they got direct bookings. And these things come along and they've dominated the industry for the most part because it's just made it easier. And then people, sort of take whatever they have. And I'm not sure that that is in the long-term best interest of your asset that you have, your property or properties. So, and then the final thing is a social media planner. Those are the core four. Those are the things that people get the most value of. But but as you say that, as you ask me what the core features are, for those people who are trying to build a portfolio and they want to act as either a co-host or a property manager, we literally on Wednesday just launched our STR Marketer Pro for co-hosts and small property managers, which involves literally helping them take a stranger all the way through their process, all the way through the process to becoming a client of theirs.
Oh, could you explain that a little bit? Because I know that's something that a lot of people are curious about, how to leverage this skill set that they already have with
Yeah.
hosting,
Yep.
term rental guests, but becoming an asset or a resource for those hosts who may be struggling or maybe want to get
Yep.
out of the game altogether.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you find a lot of people who the dream of owning their vacation home has turned into a bit of not so
Nightmare.
people react. Yeah, I don't want to be like too overly dramatic. It's like if you ask them the question, hey, if you could just get a check in the mail every month and you get to go to your property a couple times a year and then we'll help you pay down that asset through direct bookings and we'll manage everything for you. What would you say to that? You know, how many short-term rental owners would raise their hand? You
Yeah.
know, I mean, so that's what we do in terms of the marketing side of it, is we've created an entire system where we provide the landing page templates. If you want to provide lead magnets, we provide a 5-page co-hosting website. If you want to utilize it, we provide all the pipelines and calendars so that you can literally walk clients through. We have contract technology. So if you wanted to sign a new client, you could put your contract in there and get it signed just like DocuSign. I mean, it is next level. That's our DNA. I wrote a book that I finished recently called The 5 Secret Laws to Sales and Marketing Dominance.
Mm.
And so that's our DNA as a company. Those 5 secret laws, I'll give them away here so they're not secrets anymore. And most people be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Law number one, the law of lead generation. Like if you asked everybody, you know, do you get enough leads? Most business owners say I don't get enough leads consistently. So the first law is that. The second law is the law of lead management. Like, are leads falling through the cracks? The third law is the law of lead conversion. The fourth law is the law of client experience, which can drive referrals and things. And then the final law is the law of lead leverage or
Mm.
client leverage. It's, are you getting referrals? Are you getting reviews? That's our DNA as a company, and that's what we've rolled out to co-host, is that complete system.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm really excited because it does appear that we are live streaming on platforms that I was not expecting. So we're on LinkedIn, which I thought we were going to be live on. On Facebook, I may go ahead and swap it out to get us in the Facebook group, actually. But nevertheless, this has been really, really good so far. Guys, feel free if you have questions, we can chime in, we can unmute your mic, and just feel free to ask your questions while we have Scott here. And Scott, I don't know if you're in the position